Alright, let's do this.
So what are the positions of the different lapises? And before I thought it was like
they're the intercardinal positions: northwest, northeast, southeast, and southwest.
Do you mind if I change my gauze real quick? Like, just 5 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead. You see Emma bleeding on the floor. Can I just change my bandages?
Which one is am I supposed to be on then? I forgot this. Or we just go through what everybody's supposed to be on as far as
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly just remembering the tank orbs, so I don't exactly remember what everyone else's positions were. Cat's got it down. I should probably memorize this.
Okay.
I'd like to think that for the entire time that Emma was on meds, the only thing that was going through his head was forward and back. Forward and back. Whoa, that's a lot of noise.
It's so soothing when you just say it like that. Forward and back. Forward and back.
Wax on, wax off. Waxed on, wax off.
Oh, the link just...
I want like a dramatic William Shatner reading of it now.
Is there a vacuum cleaner at your place, Emma, if you're there? Or is that Neo? I can't tell.
It's not me.
I like the video of the duck. Is it goose?
I don't know what it is.
It looks like a goose. Tasting the
Looks
ball.
like a goose, yeah.
All right. Right sword. Optical. Shiva.
Right sword.
Whirlwind. Optical. Spread. I think we skipped that sword.
It was all my dots, guys.
Alright, here come the next two opticals. Shiva. Almost. Edges. Whirlwind. Left sword. Numbers game. Photon. Whirlwind. Left sword. Get on the boat. Black Fist phase. Zal, you might want to go northeast. X sword.
Left sword.
Oh, yeah, good call. Oh.
I'm not sure whose orbs those were.
I think mine was like too close to another one, maybe.
Well, we definitely got farther that time.
Alright, so folks are kind of getting a good idea of how to place their orbs.
Was it, which one was it that, like, did mine connect with the other? Because I wasn't sure if I did it right or wrong.
Yeah, I think yours. So I think when yours exploded, the splash was over where the other splash was. Didn't somebody say that that was like an instant kill for whoever's in the area? Yeah. So I think they were just too close.
One thing that's worth mentioning, and I'm not sure if this matters completely, but the explosion of the orb is a little bit bigger than the resulting puddle, I think. So if the explosion overlaps the puddle, that might be the trigger for the wipe.
No, it definitely. I felt like the explosion was like the same size as the thing, but if it's bigger, it would definitely cause it a
I
wipe.
think the explosion is bigger than the puddle.
That makes sense.
Yeah, both Zal and Toki were sort of wandering the battlefield for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cotton and I were looking pretty good on that lap bit.
Looking pretty excellent.
Yeah, I think that's that helps.
I actually had to look at the compass for that.
I personally use that ginormous crystal in the background as a compass needle.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It's always north. It's the North Star right there.
My home.
Alright, we got our forward and back joke, we got our Canadian joke. Okay, we're good to go. Right sword. Optical. Edges.
Right sword.
Whirlwind. Stacked in case we skip the sword. Yep, alright. Spread. Here come the next two opticals. Shiva. Edges are next. Whirlwind. Oh, Nelly.
Thought I saved Vic. I didn't.
I screwed up the
Numbers game. We're gonna be short one. Unless Zal gets up in time. That's probably a no. Ow.
Oh, this is not it.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I might as well.
Damn it. That didn't last very long. Right sword. Optical. Shiva.
Left sword.
Let's lost you. Get back here. Okay. Whirlwind. Right sword. Stack up. Spread. Next 2 opticals. Shiva. Next one is edges. See if we can try to get them up. Whirlwind. Right sword.
I don't have a Swift.
Numbers game.
I got it right. Nice knowing you guys.
If we're lucky, only 3 of us will die. I think I'll just stand in the corner here.
Yeah, just don't stack up here.
Oh, she got it still.
Photon. Left sword. Board the arc.
You can barely see her.
Yeah, that little pixel there. There she goes. Lapis phase. Oh, I popped that a little bit close. X sword. Oh!
Oh, what was that?
I think a couple orbs exploded next to each other.
How did I survive that?
That's a good question.
Don't think you do. Yeah, I think we need to spend a little bit of time to figure out where everyone's going on the orbs, because Like,
Yeah, so
they're not being placed very well.
I guess watch out for that if you're going near the tank section.
Well, like, maybe just avoid the tank section. Like, so Emma, like, in that scenario, we could have just swapped places and we would have been fine. So, like, we could have just dragged our orbs, like, across each other. Because I know, like, I'm pretty sure you ran across to try to avoid me. But there's really, like, if we're switching places, you don't need to worry about where I'm going, right? And then I don't know who else had an orb during that phase. I was looking, but
yeah, I always get the first.
you get the
orb.
first one, right?
And I that time I popped it pretty close to the tank orb, which actually didn't affect us too much.
No, that's what I mean. Like, maybe it just makes sense. Maybe it just makes sense for everyone else to kind of stay away from the tank, because you're already gonna have like a splash marker there, and then it's getting clipped by that attack. So
Yeah, I think it makes most sense for him to just like leave his near the tank lattice. So
I think I may have taken that orb at its full size. If that's the case, I might be able to drop that orb next to the tank one, so I don't have to intrude on anyone else's zone.
I'm wondering if it's possible because like you're gonna have like a cooldown anyway for the X sword. If you could just like use your cooldown.
Well, I'm
the orb at a certain size.
I'm using Thrill for the orb, and I'm using Vengeance and sometimes Foresight on the X blade. That's usually enough to get me by.
I think it works also since as the off tank, and even in general with this fight, the tank cooldowns aren't like that needed so much. I mean, you're using it for like Ed and that part. So yeah,
well,
I'm pretty good.
I'm just using offensive cooldowns for Ed, but yeah, I think I should be able to drop.
I think what you're doing so far is definitely working. So like you've got like the right cooldowns figured out for it. Oh yeah, big shot. Yeah, the whole between A and C thing was very helpful.
Right sword. Optical. Shiva.
Right sword.
Back here.
Oh, come on.
Whirlwind. Stack in. Right sword.
What the? Oh my god.
Stack in. Spread. Optical. Shiva. Spread. Or edges. No pick. Whirlwind. Right sword.
Oh. Okay, I need to stand back further.
think we should wipe this up.
Yeah, we're not going to get very far past the numbers game. I wonder who number 3 is.
He's just like
Nah,
he himself.
fair enough.
I'm gonna move faster on Shiva. I'm focusing too much on DPS.
We do need to clean up the opticals and the swords, since we're frequently having people dead by the time the numbers game happens.
The opticals are on Shiva, I think, that one.
Yeah, the Shiva one mostly. Although I did want to mention something. I'm always calling a stack after the whirlwind, since we have a chance of skipping the sword phase before the stack and spread optical. For those who are stacking, during that one, since there's no AoE markers on this, you should be able to just run to the very northern edge and not to the other corners, even if you're a caster, since all the melees are safe there and you probably don't have to run as far. So that may be worth trying, but otherwise, yeah, we're still having some problems with the Shiva pattern. I'm not sure if I can think of any other way to describe it to make an effort to dodge it, other than, you know, try to be aware of where you need to go.
Yeah, in my case, it was just, you know, not focusing on getting in the middle and watching. It was like trying to get in more attacks.
Yeah, Vic's been bringing the boss in the middle whenever the first optical comes. So that should, at least in that case, it should be easy for people to be in the middle by the time Shiva comes around. Left sword. Optical. Shiva.
Left sword.
Whirlwind. Stack in, but be prepared for sword. Left sword. Stack in. Spread. Here come the next two opticals. Shiva.
just like one explosion, I can't see like anything.
Edges. Whirlwind.
I can only save one of you.
There's too many dodges to wipe it up.
So, when you can't really see it, Sal, what I try to do is, if you see an explosion go off in your face, it tells you where it's at on the other side still. Like, so even though you can't see something, you still know where it's at if you know where the explosion went off in your face. Does that make sense?
I'm just seeing like all sorts of shit in the middle, and I can't see anything on the sides.
What you're seeing in the middle is the AoE markers that are being placed on us. Unless it's on you, you need to be
Not that, there's like this big red flash and everything. It's not like the green. Wait, so when the green marker gets placed, that causes like a big thing too?
No, I'm just trying to assume what you're seeing.
You just gotta spin your camera a little bit. Like, I know it's...
But the point that was just trying to be made is that if the reason you can't see anything is because a whole bunch of smoke gets thrown up in your screen, that's because there's an explosion, you know, on closest to your screen. That means there's also another explosion on the opposite end of the arena. So if you can't see anything, and because there's an explosion in between you, your character, and you're probably safe running the direction. I'm not describing this very well. That being said, I mean, if you can point your camera skyward such that you're looking straight down so that your vision isn't obscured by the explosions, that might be the most helpful.
I'm gonna try that. Like, I'm gonna look for the type of optical sight, and if it's like Shiva, I'll just point it like down or something.
I was just gonna say, like, if an explosion, so if you're staying in the middle and an explosion goes off right in your face, that means one, they drop to north and south. So, like, you can use the explosion going off in your face because you know that since you're a DPS, you're always gonna head to the opposite side. So if one goes, like, right in front of your face, then you know to just head opposite of that. But to the right.
It's more that I'm in the middle and I just see a big explosion and I can't tell which was the second one that went off.
Okay.
So like that's what I'm looking for is like which is like the second one that goes off. Like I see the first one, then I'm looking for the second one. And I just see like
yeah, but so Zal, they're always clockwise. So if you see the first one, you're just running like run to the right edge of that first one. You'll probably hit the overlap for the second one.
Right.
Because
so if I do something like that, what I'm worried is if I go into it too early or something.
Well, if the explosion's already gone off, you're likely safe.
Yeah, like they go off very quick.
As soon as you hear the first boom.
So if I go to the right of the first one, I'm not going to get hit by the second explosion?
If you're right in the middle, it's not very likely you'll get hit.
Like, as soon as you hear that first explosion go off, run just to the right of that first explosion.
Yeah.
And you should be fine every time.
Obstacle. Edges.
Left side.
Whirlwind. Stacking in case of optical. Sword. Left sword. Alright, second now. Optical. spread. Optical. Edges. Nope.
Give us Swift now.
Yeah.
Optical. Shiva's got coming. Alright, that looked good. Whirlwind. Left sword. Numbers game. Yeah, watch your make sure you're facing outward so it might have been angled a little awkwardly. Alright. Photon. Whirlwind upcoming. Right sword. Get on board.
I do being in the front is really cool.
Make an eye in the back.
Yeah, the perfect counterbalance and all that. Lapis phase. X-Sword.
That was too big.
Oh.
What you doing?
Right sword.
Good call. I keep on forgetting to call that. Oh, that's a end well.
That one.
What was that last thing that killed us?
I think there was another orb overlap.
Yeah. So whoever, I don't know if it was like Nano who took it across, that was like really good. But like basically I ate mine too early because I kind of just like panicked and didn't want them to hit each other. Yeah, I think we need to like communicate like where our orbs are. If somebody's like, I have an orb on the east or something.
To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually end up making it at all. So
Yeah, I'm surprised we're doing this instance, so.
Yeah, so I definitely needed to run further, but the reason I stopped short was because I saw there was like an orb next to us and I felt like that one was going to be placed, or I might like explode mine into it. If an orb explodes and hits like an orb, but not like an overlapping thing. That shouldn't be a problem, right?
So, like, I think a good way to do it might be to, like, try to identify, like, who else has orbs, and then just run to, like, someone who has an orb. Because that person's not going to end up there with their orb. They're going to try to, like, tether it across.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, I've been looking at either whoever has gotten an orb, and I'm just trying to move to,
I
like, an open
think
space
that
where
was,
they
like,
were.
Nail that had it, like, at first. Because I think he said, like, that's not good or something.
No.
Oh,
I didn't
somebody
have
else. It was... Oh, so whoever had, like, one of the initial ones. So yeah, no, what Cotton said is right. I'm going to run to, like, a person who has an orb, because they're not going to, like, drop theirs, like, right where they are.
Yeah, the only one that's doing that, or somewhere close, I think, to where they have theirs is Mick, right? Because you're just taking it
That
Yeah,
was,
near the
I'm pretty much
tank.
dropping it really close to the tank orb, to
Yeah.
tank lapis.
That-
Yeah.
so basically that person was someone who had it was, like, southwest, and they put it to, like, northeast or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was, no, what you said was, like, really good. I'm going to follow that.
Cool. Yeah, I think it'll take us a couple more times through that phase to, like, get the placement down, but I mean, we've certainly
I
made, like, a
think
little bit of
as far as,
progress
like,
with it, so.
DPSing the Lapis isn't the issue. It's really just, like, our placement of,
Yeah, it's keeping everyone
really.
alive through the whole phase.
That time I just ran straight through and I didn't get hit. But I'm running from like dead center, so.
Yeah, if that helps, and take that advice to heart.
Yeah, did you get hit on that
Sorry
Shiva
if you
phase,
did.
Al, or were you good?
Last time I was good. I went for, like, the right of, the
Good.
first one.
I'm using a different. I don't have my headset on because it was kind of bothering my ears. So I'm just using like a. Yeah. like earbuds.
You people need more comfortable headphones so we don't get all that background noise.
My Apple earbuds work great, so
My Samsung.
Right, sword?
Alright, guys.
Shiva? Couple volts. Whirlwind. Stack in, but watch for sword. Right sword. No. Yeah, stab a dunce. Stack in. Spread. Edges. Shiva, is that coming? Whirlwind. Right sword. Numbers game.
get out of here, man.
Photon. Whirlwind. Left sword. It's a privilege. Lapis phase.
Or one.
X sword.
Oh.
I think we died on top of each other.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty lit Cure 3M.
And I cannot have my camera pointed on the group on that. At least not very easily. I can't really tell what's going on back over there.
Do we for sure know like what keeps happening there, or is it worth going to video to look quick?
It's gotta be explosions from the thingamajig.
The only raid-wide damage there is the result of orbs touching the explosion orbs touching each other.
What was
It just feels like it's happening there every time, like right at that spot.
How did we all blow up? Excuse the gods. How did we all blow
Overlapping. It's gotta be overlapping explosions.
Unless someone can tell me otherwise, it's always the same thing.
What the fuck, man?
So is it an explosion hitting a puddle, or a puddle hitting a puddle, or orb hitting an orb? Do all those things set it off, or?
Yeah, like that.
I believe.
Orb hitting an orb isn't anything.
Okay.
Explosion
I
hitting puddle.
At least we can get to that phase easily enough.
I mean, if an orb hits a puddle, you're doing it really wrong. I mean,
That was such a cheesy ass thumbs up, Neo.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, go ahead, guys. Mute myself again for.
I wouldn't be surprised if an orb would explode if it overcame a puddle. I mean, the orb shouldn't really be over eclipsing the puddles to begin with. The explosions.
I wasn't sure, because I know the explosions are bigger than the puddles.
Yeah.
But I don't know that two should be that close anyways. So
Yeah.
it may not. Okay.
So I mean, do we know who eclipsed who was the one leading an orb?
So I had an orb, but my puddle dropped and was fine before that explosion. It looked like it came from the west side because I was way over like northeast.
Do we know who? I mean, do we know who popped that orb so we can sort of know if we can sort of adjust their mindset?
Is Toki videoing? Because I think she would have like, because I don't think Nick's camera would be able to catch it, but Toki's might.
Yeah, I can't really see very well. I'm facing the outside on the orb, and I could try to swivel the camera. It doesn't really work with my control set though.
Right, so Toki, if you could like check, that would be good.